From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the news blast for this hour. The Philadelphia Inquirer is reporting that LGBTQ plus advocates in Pennsylvania want to hear more from Governor Josh Shapiro as President Donald Trump increasingly targets their community. As several health systems across Pennsylvania have announced limits to gender-affirming health care in the wake of federal orders targeting procedures for minors, some advocates in the LGBTQ plus community are getting increasingly frustrated with what they say has been relative silence on the topic from the Democratic governor. Their dilemma: how to navigate a president who is attacking them and a governor who has been an ally but a quieter one than they want. If Shapiro has any presidential ambitions, he better start speaking up, Kyle McIntyre, the organizer of Delco Pride, said last week, urging him to fight for the community. Ahead of Philadelphia's Pride flag raising last week, an email obtained by the Inquirer went out to participants asking speakers to save direct policy advocacy for other events and to avoid referencing anti-trans or anti-LGBTQ plus legislation or politicians. This event is not about fighting back, the email said. It's about shining through. It is not uncommon for a city-sponsored flag raising to avoid politics, and a city spokesperson said the email was developed with such guidance in mind, but the memo was emblematic of the internal debates going on among LGBTQ plus organizers about how and when to push back. A lot of thought went into the best public approach to Shapiro over Pride. Michelle Lee Garrett, a board member of the nonprofit Center LGBT plus, described the Pride campaign as one of solidarity. Solidarity with each other, amongst each other, and with our allies and our elected officials who have been willing to stand with us, she said. The letters to Shapiro ask him to make a public statement confirming support for LGBTQ inclusive health care for all Pennsylvanian residents and to take action to ensure it is affordable and accessible, including through Medicaid. Corinne Goodwin, executive director of the Eastern Pennsylvania Trans Equity Project, is among those circulating the letters for signatures. Goodwin's organization operates a hotline to help transgender people. Since Trump's election, the volume of calls has gone from about 5 a day to upward of 60. Our community is feeling a lot of trauma, Goodwin said, so what we are trying to do is get the governor to step up more affirmatively than he has been. McIntyre of Delaware County helped draft a resolution passed by the Delaware County Council last week that declares it a safe space for transgender people and transgender health care, and affirming that the county and its officials will not share private health care information unless they are legally mandated to do so. McIntyre has asked Shapiro to make a similar pledge, declaring Pennsylvania a statewide sanctuary for trans health care. The only reason hospitals are engaging in pre-compliance is because it's deafening silence, he said. They're getting no signals from the government that they'll be supported. McIntyre admits he is personally skeptical of the efficacy of letter campaigns in a moment when he said the community needs urgent public support. We always have to be strategic, he said, but he calls trans health care the next lightning rod civil rights issue and compared the moment to the Stonewall demonstrations against a violent police raid at a New York gay bar in 1969. In Stonewall, we started the riot because we had no choice, he said. That doesn't mean that that's what's currently going on, but it's building. That's News Blast for this hour. If you are watching our videos on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the PEP Radio channel. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.